the same lotion inside. So it's very specific to each brand and each company, which is why it's very important to make sure that it is the same brand when you are purchasing this, okay? The next product is the Neutrogena Hydro Boost. And I believe it's just a refreshing light moisturizer for your face. And to access this product in here, there's product inside this bottle. So to get to the product, you have to twist this lid over here. So there is a bottom portion and a top portion to this package. The bottom portion, as you can see, carries the product inside, whereas the top portion over here is just the lid. It's the lid so that we have something that's covering the product so that the product doesn't get dried out, and it keeps it from getting any type of bacteria or dust on it, just for overall hygienic reasons. So in order to get to this product, you have to twist this lid over here, twist it so that you can open it and access the product. So we're just going to twist and turn and turn and turn until it opens, and you have to keep turning and turning until it opens. Otherwise, if you stop midway, you can't open up the lid. So if we just go like this, I can't lift it up, but if I twist it a little bit more, I can take it out. And then if you look inside, there is some product in there, and to use this product you just have to put your finger in there, or if you have maybe a makeup brush that you want to use, but wash your hands before putting your fingers in here just to keep it hygienic, because we don't want any type of germs getting in here, because if germs get in here, then you can't use the product anymore, because there are germs inside here, and we don't want to spread germs onto your face, because then that is going to get you to break out, and we don't want to have a bunch of breakouts, because those suck and sometimes they can be painful. So in order to use this product with clean hands, we're just going to dip our finger in there. We have some product on there, and then we just tap that into our faces. Tap that all around, because by tapping the product on our face, we get the product leaving our finger and transferring onto our face. And we want the product onto our face so that we can have our face absorb the moisture, so that we keep our skin happy and healthy and moisturized, to keep it from drying out, because if we have dry skin, that can sometimes be very irritating for us. And then once you're done using the product, we take the lid and we take the bottom portion of the package, we put the lid on top, and we just twist, twist, twist. And you don't want to stop when it's not fully closed, because I can still open it. So you keep twisting and twisting and twisting until it is sealed shut. And now I can't open it. You want this to stay sealed shut, because you don't want to risk having this open, because you could maybe leave this laying on your countertop and someone could maybe knock it over, and if this falls, then all the product that's inside here falls on the floor, and then it's no longer good to use, because it's all on the floor, and we can't be putting stuff that's on the floor onto our faces, because the stuff that's on the floor is now contaminating the product in here. Okay, and then this product over here also has its name, and it needs a name from there's more chapstick than there's space available in this lid, it's going to mush the chapstick into the lid, and it's gonna be all gross inside, and your chapstick isn't gonna look nice and tidy like this. So we want to bring this down a little bit, so we are going to turn in the opposite direction, and then it is gone, and now the chapstick is safely hidden inside. And if you want to get more chapstick out, just twist in I think it's in a clockwise direction, and then counterclockwise for putting the chapstick back inside to make sure that it is safe inside and that it's not getting crushed inside this lid over here. And then we can't leave our chapstick just like this, because then the chapstick is going to dry out, or dust can fall on it, or any types of germs. Or if you have little kids, if they grab this, that's not going to be good, because then that's going to be a whole other mess. So we want to make sure that our lid is getting put back on the chapstick packaging, where the chapstick is inside this other container. So we are going to put this right on top, and to make sure that it fits, and just close it like that. And we want to make sure that it's closed so that there's no chance of this opening up back up. And we don't want it to open back up unless we want it open, because if it's opening up randomly, or if it's very loose, there's the chance that this could just fall out, and then your chapstick inside over here that moisturizes your lips can get dirty, and we don't want to put any type of dirty moisturizer on our lips, because then that can maybe potentially give us an infection on our lips, and it kind of just defeats the idea of hygienic purposes for chapstick, especially something in your mouth area. You definitely want to keep that clean. And then over here we have branding, which is EOS, and this is important, as well as the colors, this blue type of color and pink type of color, to be able to differentiate between different brands and different scents of this chapstick. So different scents have different colors, and this one, I believe it's like a peachy type of scent and flavor. So if you want to get the peachy one, you need to know that the top of this lid for this scent is like a bluish grayish color, and the bottom is a pinkish color. And you also want to know the brand, so that you know what brand this is, because without the brand name, you could buy something else that's similar to this but not this, and this brand could work better for you than another brand that you accidentally bought thinking it was this brand. So make sure you know the colors missing because I have no idea where it went. But the title page tells us once again the title of the book and who wrote the book, and these two are very important things to know if you are recommending a book for someone. So there could be another book called The Unwanteds, but by a different author. So it's important to have at least the title page, if not the cover page or the book cover, because we want to know what the author's name is, because without the author's name, we don't know if it's the exact book that is The Unwanted, because there can be another book with the same title but a different author. And if you want to read this book, you need to have the same title with the same author. And then in the book, there are words. So words are important in a book because books tell a story. And we can't tell a story without having words. So words are really important for us to communicate our storytelling abilities. And this book has a title. Titles are very important in books because we want to know if we want to reference something. We want to know what chapter it was from. So chapter titles are very important when we want to talk about a book and something that happened in a specific chapter, so we know which area we're talking about. Another important part for books is, I don't know if it's on here, it should be, it's a book, right there, I think, yeah. It's page numbers. So page numbers are very important for books because if we're writing an essay, we want to quote the exact same page to avoid plagiarism, because if we don't avoid plagiarism, we can have academic consequences. So some people can get into big trouble by not citing their work. So that's why page numbers are very important, because we want to make sure if we are quoting a book that we are giving credit to the book and the author, because without giving credit to the book and the author, we can get in trouble for academic stuff. So books are also really important for their page numbers. If you're talking to a friend and you want them to read a specific paragraph, you can tell them what page number to go on. If they know what page number to go on, they know what page you're talking about and what you want them to read. So page numbers are really, really important for directing people where you want them to go. Okay. And another thing, I think the last thing that we have, or two things actually, they are two different candles. So the first one is this one, and this one is called Cactus Blossom. So this is the name of the scent, and the name of the scent is very important, so you know what this candle is. So this candle is Cactus Blossom because it says Cactus Blossom over here, and that's the scent. And it has a lid over here, and the lid is very important so that you can keep this stored and you can keep any type of dust and dirt from falling into here to stop that from happening, because the lid acts like a roof on your house. If this is the house, this is the walls, and then this is the roof preventing the rain or dust and dirt from falling into it over here. So if you want to light this candle, you need a lighter. And once you get a lighter, you have to open this lid over here. And of course, you only get a lighter if you are of age to use one, or if you have a parent using one for you. So once you get that in order, you take this lid over here and you just want to pull it open. Pull it in an upward has already been used a little bit, but this is what you want to see once you take that lid off. Once that lid is off, you have access to the wicks and the candle inside here. So once you have access to this area, you can then light these matches, which will then ignite a flame and then release the scent of cactus blossom, which is the name of this candle's scent. And then once you are done using this candle, you are going to blow out the flames. Make sure that they're all dead and that there's no more flames lit here, so